we go. This is a video where we're reacting to see if all cheaters think the same. Now, I'm gonna have some very strong opinions about these people because, I mean, no one wants to be cheated on. Let's just get into it, shall we? It's like one of my biggest fears in a relationship. We invited 5 cheaters to see the range of their values and beliefs.
And it was a very hard time in my life when it happened. I ruined an entire part of myself.
Before, I wasn't very empathetic with cheaters, but after I did it, I understood.
I feel like it's a part of me, but it's not who I am right now.
I'd say in my early 20s, I didn't know why I was cheating. I didn't think a bunch about it.
Oh, I'm so curious.
Normally,
from
a lot
their
of people,
perspective,
they definitely
like,
beat themselves
how they
up
could
for
think
it.
that was okay.
I don't.
All right, let's hear it, ladies. You enjoyed it. Oh, let's see. I'm sure they enjoyed it in the moment. They agree. Oh, they love it. I mean, if you're gonna do it, like, why?
I was there for it. I was there for the cheating. Like, let me tell you, like, I'm here for it.
Tell us.
It's a catharsis. It's cool for, like, the moments while you're in it, and then afterwards, I feel horrible. It's like, okay, I'm doing this. I feel good because I'm connecting with someone, and I'm not connecting with my partner. And so this feels good to have this sort of connection with someone else.
I cheated in another country, so at that time, I was like, oh, nobody's gonna know about this. I don't say anything, it's, you know, it's all about me right now. So at that time, I enjoyed it. But yeah, as soon as
this makes me sick. This just makes me sick.
Man, you know, you high and then it went like low.
None of y'all are Tauruses. That's all I have to say. A Taurus would never. We would never.
Yeah.
I want to know all their star signs.
Enjoyed it.
They should have a little
in
thing
the
here there.
process, because one, my boyfriend at the time was 2,000 miles away, and
not an excuse,
here's
just
my
saying.
best friend's cousin who is right here, and open and willing, and I was like, fuck it, let's go.
I actually cheated on somebody. I was in a long distance.
I'm trying not to judge, but I'm judging. I'm judging.
I didn't cheat on the person like through sex. It was something totally different. I just considered other things as cheating. I did not enjoy it.
Emotional cheating?
It was like with a friend from like middle school. He like hit me up. I was like, how you doing? Okay, let's go hang out. What's happening?
Wait,
so no, I didn't enjoy it.
I'm curious what hurt
you.
you.
Enjoy the moment? Like, you didn't enjoy like actually being with the person?
No.
Not at all from the very beginning?
It just like if you like let things happen, I just let it happen. I'm just like, no.
She's spineless.
Then why didn't you stop? Why didn't you say no? I don't want to do this.
That might have been like my lift's outside. Gotta go. Yeah, at that point.
And he was like my ride, so I couldn't like
My lift is outside.
like, I couldn't. Yeah, no.
Weak. That's all I'm saying. Weak. Yes, bitch. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I believe it. Yep. Oh, I'm sure you all disagree. Let's hear it.
I would say I strongly disagree with this saying, simply because people change, people grow up, people learn things. Just because I did this one bad thing when I was like, let's say 15, doesn't mean that it should haunt me for the rest of my adult.
Well, here's the thing that I think of it is, I feel like that saying holds meaning because it takes a certain type of person who, how do I say this delicately, but not delicately? I also like need to look in at myself and see why it affects me so much. I think for me, I would lose the trust in that person. And so without that trust, I would just assume that you would do it again. Now, let's say the relationship breaks up, you move on to someone else. It's almost like something within you that allowed it once before. Why couldn't it happen again? If you're not strong enough to hold yourself back from it again, it's always in you, you know? It's always gonna potentially happen again. So therefore, for me, and once I know it's in your DNA, honey, it's over.
Adulthood.
Once a cheater, always a cheater? Okay.
Yes.
No, not really.
Okay,
I've been
why?
in several long-term relationships where like I've cheated from the very beginning into the very end of the relationship. And you guys are saying like I cheated one time when I was 15 or some shit like that. I'm like,
he's a
you guys are
serial
awesome.
cheater.
I was like on some straight fuckboy shit. So like I was straight up. So
At least you can like own
what I was
it.
doing wasn't truly who I was. It was a defense mechanism. I had these strong emotions towards my partner. I really wish that they would listen to me. They're not, and so I'm just going to go and do something that makes me feel better. So I don't think that once a cheater, always a cheater, but I do, on the other hand, always tell every partner that I've been with about my habits and what I've done in the past. I share it openly because I think it's something that should be shared more
That's
often.
good. I agree with
because
that.
we're
I
not-
think if you can own up to it, but if I think rather no, and then I can make the choice. I also think that it is one of those things that, like, you have my trust until you lose it. So let's say I were to start dating someone who I knew cheated in the past. Honestly, I think I would lose some trust in that person. And that's just me. It would really scare me.
Only people that cheat. People watching this stuff are also cheaters.
I would be willing to forgive someone if they cheated on me. Go.
But you all better all get over there. I'm sure. Okay. For me, it would depend on the circumstance, of course, like what type of cheating it was. If it was physical, hell to the no, it's over, bye bitch. If it was emotional, there would be some repercussions and there would be a lot of grafting that needed to happen, but it would really hurt. So yeah, it depends.
Just because of the simple fact that I told my boyfriend at the time that I cheated on him, and then he forgave me. But then these things start happening where he's like, oh, what's up? Where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going to a party. He's like, oh, boys are going to be there, huh? I'm
Yep.
just like, why would you do that? It just makes me want to like just go back to what I was doing.
You
Let me
have,
just hop. Like I can't.
no faith or trust
Yeah,
in me.
exactly. The
Like,
trust after was gone. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. Like, no,
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Why is this girl saying like, oh, you don't trust me? Bitch,
Because
hell
we're not
no! Hell no, I
emotionally
don't
meant
trust
to, like,
you.
oh, I'm like, we're done.
Right.
It wasn't done. So after that, I broke up with him, and I was
Listen
like,
up.
"Oh,
Here's the thing. Just because they forgave you doesn't mean that they can forget, okay? What you need to do is you need to rebuild that trust. You don't need to put it on them and be like, how come you don't trust me? You said you forgive me. No, that's not how it works. You have to put in the work. You need to earn that trust back, and you have to be understanding of why that person feels that way moving forward. So that's something that you caused in the relationship. The fact that your partner has now forgiven you does not like erase what you did. You still did what you did, and now you need to work to get that trust back. Period.
I'm not going to be that person who's just like, oh, you cheated, bye. I'm not going to be like that mentally or
It
physically.
takes
I'm just gonna be
work.
like, no, we're going to work this out.
If it was the other way around, I still would have been begging at his knees to be with me because of how much I was in love with him. And I still forgive him for what he's done to me. And if anybody were to do that later on, I'd be like, hey, I've done it too.
3 out of the 4 relationships I was in, I was a cheater, but on that
3
one,
of the 4, honey, you are a serial cheater as well.
that last one, I got cheated on. Cheating
And
all
how'd that
throughout that
feel?
first year. Second year, same thing through that. I forgave him for all of it. I was still the one begging him to be with me. I tried. I said I forgave him for that, but I didn't really. I still have a lot of hate in my heart for that. But would I let the next person do that? Hell the fuck no. Like, what do you mean I'm gonna get to know you just for you to do all of that stuff? Like, that's why we learn from our past mistakes. Which that's kind of me being a hypocrite because I did the same mistake over and over again.
Huh, ma'am? What? Wasn't she just saying, she was like over here like a question or two ago saying like, well, once a cheater, always a cheater, like forgive and forget. And now she's like, oh, I could never forgive the person that cheated on me, but I also could. Huh?
You changed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only because, before I cheated, I would have actually been all the way back there. And then I came here because I hold grudges. So, I mean, I will be more understanding to a person if they cheated on me because I did it. But it would be really hard for me to let it go because I would always replay it in my head. For me, actually, the person I cheated on, we're still
Yeah, let's
together.
hear
We're
it.
getting married next month.
I was gonna ask you about that. Congrats.
Yeah, so he forgave me big time,
How did you find
obviously.
out? So you cheated with him long, like overseas?
Yes. At first, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just break it off, not say anything. But he was so willing to fix whatever was going on, and he was like, I don't know what's going on. What can I do to fix it? And I
What
was
do they
like,
do?
This is just what's going on. This is what I have in my head. Like, I'm unhappy. I think we should go to counseling and stuff. And so
Yeah.
we did, and we're more honest and open with each other, and we were able to work it out.
Okay, that's interesting. I feel like if you put in the effort and the work, like going to see therapy, openly communicating, maybe it can lead to something where it's a more healthy relationship. And I think it, you know, some people are built differently. You know, some people like open relationships, they're into that. Some people have different opinions about cheating and whatnot. For me, I just couldn't.
Cheating is always wrong.
Yes, period. Oh my gosh.
It's not always
This
wrong.
pink-haired
because
girl is
what if that
flip-flopping.
person that your relationship with
She's
is like
Pisces, I can
toxic?
tell.
You're just like, okay, I have like an excuse to cheat on this person. That's why.
Isn't that more?
Or an
of a-
Aquarius.
Break
No,
up
she's an Aquarius.
I know,
Just
but
to
like
cheat?
you still have benefits with that person too. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in this relationship and then you're like, you have benefits, so why am I
That's a
gonna bring it
hard
up?
part, right? It's
Yes.
like, this is one of the things I'm like, why I'm afraid of marriage. It's like, in some ways, it's like, what if shit goes like super south and like, I can't just undo this. This is not just a breakup.
I am a firm believer that no matter how toxic somebody is, no matter how horrible somebody can be, I don't think anybody on this planet deserves to be cheated on. I wanted to believe I had good reason, but I didn't, even though he called me a dumb bitch every other sentence. And I was the most ugly and stupid person that he's ever met, and I only exist to send him nudes. Like,
Yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And still cheat.
Oh, I'm curious what they'll say about this. I think you can, yeah. Oh,
So the reason why I'm strongly disagree is because if you actually love someone, why would you ever want to inflict any sort of pain on them? Since you're supposed to be there, I guess you can say their other half, why would you want to be the bad half of it?
no, I think you can still love someone, but you might just have some fucked up trauma living in your head that makes you, you know, not think about the other person's feelings. A little sociopathic tendencies, maybe, of just, you know, not really considering the other person's feelings or what it might do to the other person. A little selfishness.
It doesn't really make any sense.
Did you love the guys that you cheated on?
No, that's why.
You didn't love them.
I don't love any of them.
Did you tell them that you loved them?
No.
You never said you love. I love
Well, I
them.
never said it to any of them because I didn't love them.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I was in love with the people I cheated on. I mean,
Would you call yourself a selfish person?
super selfish. At that time, for sure.
I like
super,
the
super
fact that
selfish.
he's
I was-
very
You could have
self-aware.
been selfish in a different way and still not have hurt the person.
Exactly. Yeah, I do. I agree with you. And that's a thing that now
Yeah.
at this portion of life, like I try and do. I've not
he's
cheated.
very mature about
in a long
the
while.
situation.
Yeah, I don't have too many experience with relationships, so actually,
should just be in an open relationship.
My fiance, he was my first boyfriend. So,
Did you feel like you wanted to experience other people? What was the
200%.
Oh, 200%.
So yeah, like I said, he was my first relationship, and at that time, like I wasn't very confident in myself, my appearance, my personality. Guys were always looking at my friends, you know, and I was like, okay, this guy likes me. It's like this is it, you know. And then as I got older, I just like more comfortable with myself, and I'm like out when I was in Japan, I was like,
Oh,
hey,
Japan.
people, like I'm getting attention, like I love this.
Oh, honey, in Japan. Okay. No, she's fine. Girl, you're fine. You cheated in Japan, you're good. No, she gets a pass.
Not like I fell out of love with my fiance now, but it was like, hey, somebody else likes me. I am pretty. Like, I am cool. He's not just saying that, you know?
Yeah, girl.
I have forgiven myself.
Ooh, that's a big one. Oh, I'm curious about this. Oh, that's sad.
Damn.
That's
You guys
sad.
haven't forgiven yourself.
Laugh.
I've forgiven myself. For sure.
We know you have.
I mean, it took a lot of like reflecting. I don't think my cheating is not truly who I am. It was the result of not seeing healthy relationships as I was growing up. Not seeing.
So you're just
how
not meant
people
for a
can go through
monogamous
things in a
relationship,
healthy
and
way.
that's
I
fine.
feel like I had to forgive myself just because, especially after the relationship that I was in after that I got cheated on, just because now I understand both sides of it. It isn't easy both ways, but I feel like if you really actually want to learn and grow from something, you definitely have to forgive yourself because you can't grow if you don't forgive
Yeah,
yourself.
I think
Still
that's
haven't kind of
important. It's
forgiven
just
myself just for the
hard.
simple fact that we're kind of like in a courtship, so we're like intending to get married. So I could have been in like her shoes,
Yeah.
of like, oh, fiance, but I didn't get that chance. just because of the simple fact
She
that I
has
cheated,
regret.
and then all that stuff happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's something that I was
Oof.
like, damn, this time.
What did
if
she
it-
do if it wasn't a physical type of cheating? Like, what is it that she did that was so bad that she can't forgive herself? I'm so curious.
If it would have stayed, I didn't cheat, I could have been like married by now. I could have had like the life that I wanted.
Do you think that you would be like, you and the guy would still be together if you hadn't cheated?
No.
Oh, okay. So
To
you're
be honest, because it was, I don't know how
Okay.
long I would have lasted in a
Yeah.
long distance relationship. So, well, that's why I cheated.
I'm definitely still working on it. It's something that still happened recently, just last year. So I just felt like, all my life I grew up to be this perfect person. My parents were very proud of me. I never went against them. So when I went to Japan, we were already engaged. So me coming back, my dad already put money on a down payment for the venue and stuff.
Ooh,
I
wow.
felt so guilty. So even now,
Yeah.
I know everybody is forgiving of me, but I just have to work on forgiving myself still
Oh,
because I still think
honey, it
about
was Japan.
how I
Forgive
affected
yourself.
everybody
It's
around me.
fine. That's a wrap. Okay, I normally end the videos here, but I am really curious what the commenter said. Being cheated on literally ruined me. How can these people act normal? Okay, see, that's what I'm feeling. They're acting so surprised that the partner lost trust in them. That's almost comical. Yep, same. I will never understand how you can cheat on someone you love. That one I guess I did understand. Maybe it's I don't know. It's funny how the pink-haired girl disagreed on once a cheater, always a cheater, but she cheated in 3 out of 4 relationships. Same! She's an Aquarius, right? I want to find out what her star sign is. Either Aquarius or Pisces. And that's no offense to you Aquarius and Pisces, although I don't really get along with Aquarius that much. I don't really have many Aquarius friends, but I do love my Pisces. I love Pisces. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're an Aquarius, I'm sure you're going to give this video a thumbs down. But I love you anyways. Until next time, I'll see you next time. Good damn bye.